Okay. Hello, I'm Amanda. I'm a great believer in Jesus Christ, and I am healing from drugs, alcohol, physical and mental abuse, and codependency.
Hi, I'm Ronnie, grateful believer in Jesus Christ, walking in recovery from self.
Um, we had talked about relapse prevention in our last stream, and we're going to kind of just continue with that. Um, I wanted to say, do you have a checklist? Do you have a relapse prevention list of things to let you be aware of maybe some feelings you're unconscious of or um, anything that you may not be aware of because you're unconscious of them or you're just blocking them out for whatever reason. So if you start feeling yucky. Well, for me, anyways, if I start feeling yucky or uneasy or angry or whatever, they say, are you hurting? Are you exhausted? Are you tired? Are you stressed? Is your anxiety up? Are you hungry? Have you slept? These are all things that you need to, think about, ask yourself, and be aware of because it seems really simple and tiny, but these things can be the relapse before the actual pickup. Things we're unaware of, how we're feeling. Again, are you talking to your sober support and sponsor and accountability and just staying in touch with someone? It could even be a spiritual advisor, which I think kind of is a sponsor, but I don't know. Anyways, and are you being honest with yourself about how you feel? Are you trying to put on a mask? Are you, trying to be tough about something like, oh, my family needs me right now. I can't deal with this right now because I'm dealing with this. And sometimes you need to deal with that first so you can be there for your family and help your family or help whoever. You can't help others if you're not okay. And if your relationship with your higher power, who I choose to call Jesus Christ, is not okay, then this isn't going to be okay. You can't, be okay without those things. So just be aware of how you're feeling. And once you're aware of how you're feeling, share that with someone. Share how you're feeling, where you're at. Um, a lot of things revolve around communicating with others and with yourself and with God. So have that list, be aware of those things and pray. Pray, 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 pray. I cannot stress that enough. How much prayer really, like, even if I don't feel like talking with somebody, I find myself, if I, like, we had a Zoom meeting with, my pastor had a Zoom meeting and I thought it was a class. And it actually was just an hour and a half of prayer. And it was prayer for everything on our hearts and in our minds. And we just prayed together and we talked about it. And I was in tears at some points in this because I was unaware about how much I actually had on my heart and was worried about. And when I truly prayed about it and gave it to God, I felt this weight just lifted from me. And I felt empowered by him to go out and help others and do other things because I had given it all to him because he's in control and he's the one who's going to tell us what's going to happen. He already knows. So when we give all those things to him and just rest in him, it's a serenity like no other. So with that, I think I'll pass to Ronnie. Sorry, I went over.
Yeah. Um, you know what I mean? You gotta, I don't know. I let my voice be my force, driving force behind my recovery. I was a very early recovery. I was very quiet. Because I was holding all this stuff in, in addiction. I knew that I was stuck in addiction, but I didn't look at my friends that I was using with like, hey man, I think I might have a problem. Because I hid I mean, we acted like we were having fun in addiction, you know, which is the always the case. You feel like you're on top of the world and feel like you're really dying inside, you know. But just be everything that is going on up here. What I did was I went into treatment and I learned to read those cards in front of other people. You know what I mean? Like I didn't talk whatsoever, and because I had all this 20 years of addiction built up inside of me, you gotta let all that stuff out. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like as time goes on, your voice means a lot. You know, you matter, and don't think that your thoughts, you know what I mean, are too crazy. They're not, you know what I mean? Like I'm still a hot mess but I talk about I've never been a leader, you know what I mean? I've always been a follower and stuff, you know what I mean? Like recovery will make you into a leader because today in my addiction, even early recovery, like my first year, I was worried about opening up what people thought of me and everything, you know what I mean? It probably took me like a total of 18 months to let all that out, you know, like working with a sponsor and stuff. And now, today, I'm very respectful, but I really don't care what like people think. I know who I am today, you know what I mean? I'm not hiding. I can lay my head down with a clear conscience today because I did everything, you know what I mean? Like I go to church. You could like I go to church, but yeah, I still, you know what I mean, listen to bad music sometimes, you know what I mean? But that's who I am, you know? Like before I got in addiction, I worked construction, you know, and we come up with some crazy jokes. But that's my sense of humor, you know what I mean? Before addiction, it's getting better and stuff like following God and everything, you know what I mean? But I don't hide behind who I am today. I put everything out there in the open, but yeah, thank you guys for listening. With that, I pass.
Bye, guys. Have a great day. If I can get it.